welcome to the second episode of the Just Jake podcast. Yes, I'm back in the studio this week. Yes, the chair's looking empty. But guess who's not empty? Me. I'm full and I'm ready I've got energy.
Jake!
Marty!
Jake!
Marty!
Jake, I'm back!
He's back! He's back! He's back!
Holiday! I'm back from holiday, Jake! Jake! Oh, Jake! Oh, Jake! Oh, James! I'm back!
He's back! Oh, I knew you were going to wear some stupid outfit that I was going to have to pretend to laugh at again.
Oh, James, it's been so long. Oh, I've been traveling the world.
I heard this. I heard a rumor.
Everywhere, bro. I've been to Thailand.
Yeah.
I've been everywhere. Traveling, man.
I've been busting rumors lately, actually.
What do you mean?
Well, there was this rumor going around at work because we used to get this coffee. We used to get a coffee at this coffee shop in the morning, and we got in trouble for it.
Work. What?
At work.
What's that?
Oh yeah, you probably won't get it because
I
you're
just play. No work or play.
You just toy around.
Yeah, I just toy around. I go on big holiday trips and forget about podcasting.
You do,
for
yeah.
prolonged periods of time.
I don't. I've never had a holiday in my whole life.
You should do it, man.
I should, but I'm just too stuck in the grind. I get up early, and all I say every morning, I wake up and I look at the time and I go, "Good morning, hustlers."
So what happened with the coffee?
Yeah. So anyway, we used to get a coffee there every morning. And then the boss caught on and he said, no more. And then a rumor went around for a bit that he went to the coffee shop and he said, if any of our guys come by, you have to give me a call. That scared me. So I didn't go there anymore.
Oh.
Anyway, I go to a different coffee shop, same chain, chain of coffee shop.
What chain?
Bean Squeeze.
Ooh, good coffee.
Went there at lunchtime to go get myself some food and a coffee and stuff. Walk up. And the lady standing behind the counter clearly recognizes me because she gave me a hey, but she didn't give me a hey. She gave me a, oh, hey. Like a, I know you kind of hey.
Like, this isn't your first rodeo.
Yeah. And so then I was like, okay, now I can spark up some conversation. I said, did you move store? She was like, no, I'm just filling in. Why do you never come by anymore? I swear I haven't seen you in ages. I said, well, this rumor went around and I told her the rumor. Not true. So, Jasper, look out. Guess who's going back? I'm going back to the coffee shop.
And that's what you get. Did you turn these on?
Yeah.
Oh, good job. Sorry, what?
Leave for 2 weeks and all of a sudden I'm incompetent.
Oh.
And I suck at my
Oh,
job.
and let me tell you about those 2 weeks.
Well,
Kick back. Drink, sunbake. Do I look tanned? I look tanned.
Yeah, well,
really
let me tell you
tanned.
about my 2 weeks. Same thing, but in a dark room.
Yeah. In the shower. On the floor of the shower is where I'm assuming you spent most of your time.
Yeah, I did. And a few cases of beer missing.
Yeah. So we managed to make it back safe from Thailand, relatively. Yeah. Did you hear about the thing that's happened to those two girls that came back recently? Horrible. Really bad. Like, genuinely. I got a bit concerned. I luckily found out about this when I got back because apparently they were just drinking on like a similar trip to that me and Gemma went on in Thailand as well, and they like drank alcohol or something. Or they drank something and it like had a bunch of methanol in it. And so now they're like possibly going to die. I think someone did die from it.
They're on life support.
Yeah, they're on life support.
In a Thai hospital right now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like fighting for their lives.
How sad.
That's crazy.
And I was complaining because I got a bum tum from some of the water over there, but doesn't compare. No, really sad actually.
Yeah.
But we managed to make it back safe. And prayers and thoughts obviously go out to that family. I think their parents are flying over at the moment.
Yeah, cool.
To be by their side. But that's not a great way to start our podcast this week.
That isn't. Just quickly before we get into it, before I forget, I connected these up to my computer and I changed the settings on them, so they're now mono instead of stereo.
Oh, awesome. And just quickly before I forget, I got you something from Thailand. I got you a present. I say we, me and Gemma. Gemma actually picked it out, to be honest. I just haggled for it.
A lady boy.
Yeah, we got you a whole lady boy, and she's got. Come on, Crystal! No. I think you'll be very grateful. So I want you to close your eyes, and in your hand, hold.
Am I let him move my hands away, or do I have to keep my eyes closed?
Wait, I want to show the jammers.
If you get it, you get it.
If I get it, I
And,
get.
Put your hands out, but keep your eyes
No,
closed.
not you.
And now open.
No way! Oh my.
So,
No.
for all the studio listeners out there, I got Jake a Wednesday Addams t-shirt, his favourite TV show with his favourite crush ever, centerfold, centerpiece. And now we get to watch him strip down off camera.
You like it.
Don't put it over your shirt.
Gemma's here.
Oh,
I'll turn around.
Turn around. You too.
okay.
No, don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so for that one, I think we started at like... Whoa. I think we started at... Or they started at somewhere... I'm trying to think about Australian money. They started those t-shirts at a good like 60 to 70 bucks Australian.
Oh, really?
Managed to haggle them down to a good 15, I think it was, 15 or 20.
Awesome.
So, but it's a good quality t-shirt, it looks like. Like, there was like certain quality ones, there was like
Yeah.
really shit ones, and then like pretty decent ones, and we got you a pretty decent one. I actually think it looks really good on
Yeah,
you, and it fits well.
It does. It does. I'll cash
Yeah.
up you later.
I said, no, don't. No, actually don't. It's a gift, and I thought it was very nice to get you a gift. But when I went for the sizing, I was a bit worried. I put it on and said, oh, do they have one that's a bit, you know, looser? No, you got the same size as me, so it's good for you.
you.
Do you like it?
I do. I love it. It's
And
awesome.
look at her. She's sitting there like, I don't
She's-
give a shit.
She's sitting there like me. She's
Yeah,
wait,
sitting
your
there
arms
like-
crossed?
That was the exact face you gave me when I told you I was going to be away for 2 weeks. Yeah, so I hope you like that.
That's oh my goodness. Oh, if it comes back with white stains next week,
Find it under Jake's bed. In desperate need of a wash.
find it tucked under my
And a
pillow.
new owner.
You just put it on your pillow and cover it.
Hump it.
Don't give me ideas.
Sorry. Alright. Yeah, well, the trip was good, not that you asked. Nice warm weather. Lots of drinks were sunk, and lots
Yeah.
of sun was... I got a little bit sunburned as well, so...
A little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah, a little bit.
I
Just
remember
a
one
little
time I got sunburned.
bit. Yeah. Alright. Should we get it? Did you have a good week? 2 weeks?
Yeah, I did. It was very restful. It wasn't very restful. It was horrible. I just... Basically, I did the same thing as you, only there was a lot less sun and a lot less fun and a lot less kicking back.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just had a lot more time to catch up with my friends. So I caught up with a few friends, and that was fun.
Sorry, I was just cracking my back.
We finished a lot of beers, started a lot of beers, then finished them. I could tell you stories for days, but we're trying to fight some rumors at the moment, so I won't.
What? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the first segment then. Well, I don't think we need to
Chit
stuff
chat.
around. I haven't listened to your podcast. Is your
Chit
podcast
chat,
released? Your solo
yes.
one yet? I haven't listened to it.
Chit chat.
And so everyone go listen to Jake's solo pod because he did that and it looked like he was really trying his best. So.
Yeah, I had fun. I just want to announce some things quickly, get it out of the way. Yes, I was a little bit late to the podcast this week. I have one thing to blame for that. TikTok. Got home from work, was planning on getting straight through the shower, getting changed, out the door. I opened TikTok, first thing came up, movie clip. I had to finish the scene.
Of course.
So I was scrolling through the scene, as one does, and yeah, so that took a while. So I apologize for the jammers. You're getting this a little bit later than usual. And then also another thing I've been watching is The Hunger Games, and I only have one thing to say about that. A lot less burgers than I was expecting. The Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Hungry Games.
In that bit, you have to insert cricket noise.
Insert absolute crowd laughter and applause. Insert Kanye West speech.
I wonder why it's called The Hunger Games, because... Do
Because
you reckon
everyone's
they get
hungry.
hungry?
Everyone's hungry.
Not everyone's hungry.
No, it's to beat hunger.
Oh, it's to beat hunger.
I don't know.
No, because the people in the capital, they eat food and then they throw it up.
They do that.
Yeah.
They do that.
But then the people in the other districts, they go, I'm hungry.
They say,
say-
hey, you going to finish that?
They do. I've run into a lot of people over the last few weeks who I think are actually from the lower districts, like the districts 10 and above, 100%, because they just say, oh, you're going to finish your fries? Can I have a chip? Can I have a chip? Bitch. It's a bowl of chips in the middle. They're not all mine. I'm going to allow you to have a chip or two,
Yeah.
but don't take them all.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough though.
Can I take your sauce? I kind of like this one.
I've been double dipping, and then if you start double dipping, it gets weird.
Yeah, especially considering we've talked about the rules of double dipping.
Yeah. You gotta lick it before you go in for the second one, just to make sure everybody's on the same page, everyone's getting the same germs.
No, I don't think you remember that conversation.
No, I don't remember that conversation.
Okay, so I basically told you that I only double dip with someone because I feel like it's only acceptable if you then it's acceptable. Double dipping rules. 101.
Don't just say it like that. That's disgusting. It's good. It's a good life motto though.
Yeah. And because if I'm out on a date and she sees me double dipping, she knows my intentions.
You double dip often when you're around with me.
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right is my... I'm going to need my phone a lot
That's
this week.
too much for Gemma.
The Price is Right is my first segment. I thought we'd start off with a little game. You know, you said you've had a mopey week because I've not been around.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'd bring a bit of light to your life. You know, fun guy over here, fun holiday guy over here, fun... I've seen the world now, so I know what fun is. You know what I mean? And so we're going to do The Price is Right. So it's a pretty simple concept. I'm going to give you an item, and you're going to tell me how much that is.
Yep.
If you get within...
$100?
If you get the price, you win. Of any of them. If you manage to guess the price of any of them. So the first one's a Big Mac meal in Australia. So this is all in Australian dollars. How much is a Big Mac meal? If you get to the dollar.
$15.95.
Oh, do you want to round down to 15 or up to 16?
$15.95. Just round it up. I don't know.
It's 15. 15 and 5. Oh, but you usually add like...
I'll get like a shake or something.
Yeah,
with
you
it,
usually
and
say,
add
oh,
the
chuck a
dollar.
couple extra fries in there. I'll give you that. 1 point. Large Big Mac meal is $15.05. What about a Lego Death Star?
$499.
That's USD. Do you know what that converts to in Australian?
$750.
Oh, I'll give it to you. 765.61. How much did Brad Pitt charge for his cameo in Deadpool 2?
No idea.
If you don't know about that cameo, that was a 2-second cameo where he got electrocuted. He got paid 2 different sources of income. So one was monetary and one was separate. If you guess either one.
So he did it for free and then he got some of the merch sales.
I just told you he did it for some money.
No, that was a joke, guys, obviously. No, it was $1.5 million.
Jesus, you think for 2 seconds he's charging 1.5 million? No, he actually went down.
$300K.
He actually went down as the lowest paid A-list cameo in a movie ever, and he got
100K.
paid $956 and a cup of coffee.
I knew that actually.
Right, what about a picnic from Woolies? You're a big picnic guy.
Is it on special?
It's not on special.
Okay, $2.50.
Yes, well done. Okay, just clicking on notification. $2.50. And
So
lastly,
currently I'm 3 from 4.
how much does an adult's Harry Potter costume cost at Spotlight?
An adult one?
Yeah, an adult one. The kids one was like $20, if that's a clue for you.
Yeah, it's 65.
Whoa.
It's 45.
It's 44.
Oh, yes.
I think it might have been 44.50 actually.
I was thinking
come
about
to
Target, so that's my
Yeah,
fault.
they charge 45. Because they got name brand. They got better name brand.
No, they charge 65.
Do they actually charge 65 for Harry Potter?
For an adult costume.
Well, there you go, people. If you're around Australia and you want to go to Spotlight instead of Target, you get a
do
cheaper
that.
Harry Potter costume.
But don't. But do.
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
No, because it's really annoying. They make you sign if you want to get a refund.
Really?
Yeah.
One time I got a discount there because my nana gets all her sewing equipment from there. And so when I went in to buy like my actually this stuff, I think when I was doing muck up week at school, we went in there and I got a discount.
Is this leave the door open and leave me alone?
Yes.
Okay, so for you guys who don't remember it, this segment is basically I'll say like a pickup line or something that you'd say. Let's say I'm saying it to a girl. Marty's a girl in the situation, but he has to say whether he would leave the door open or leave me alone.
Oh, I like this
Now,
segment actually.
Leave the door open. Common thing back in the day. If you just got dropped off from a date and you wanted them to come upstairs, but you weren't forward enough to say it, you just walk inside and you'd leave the door open. And this, I didn't get that originally. The reason I know this is because that happened to me multiple times on a few dates, and I would walk up and I'd yell through the crack in the door, "You're letting the cold air out!" I mean, you're letting the warm air out, and I close the door. Now I know I probably missed some golden opportunities to have some kids.
Letting the cold air out.
It depends when it is.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Marty has to vote whether he would leave the door open or whether he would want me to leave him alone. Okay. I just got to find it in here. Okay. First one. Hey, excuse me. I just shit my pants. Can I get in yours?
Alone. Leave me alone. You can't start with I shit my pants and expect me to beg you. That's insane.
So, do you like stuff?
Yeah, I love stuff. Leave me alone.
It's worth a shot. Oh, this is a good one.
Here we go.
Are you a beaver? Because, damn.
Yeah, I'll leave the door open on that.
Yeah,
I'll leave the door
awesome.
open on that.
Next one.
I love beavers as well.
Classic.
Everyone knows it.
Very simple. Straight to the point. You know what's up. Hey.
See, now I think you're not got all your screws up, tightened up. And I'd probably say get him a pit crew, but leave me alone for now.
What about if I did it a bit different and I said, hey?
Yeah, come on in then. Sounds like a good time.
One more try. Let's see if this one works as well. We're just going to test a few out for you guys at home. Hey, sis!
Leave me alone.
Okay. So, way to go. Hey.
That would have got, we wouldn't have even bothered going inside.
This one has a bit of backstory to it. And this one could work, don't know. So first off, got to break your arm. Get a cast. Then, buy yourself a white van. Then, get a semi-heavy object that you could not lift on your own in a cast. Then say to a girl you're interested in, hey, do you mind helping me lift this into my van?
That's how you get fucking kidnapped and murdered.
Not if you're the one that owns the van.
Yeah.
He's safe as.
What girl is gonna do that? That's like infamous for how you get kidnapped.
Well, I'm
Could work, though.
I tend to not think ahead in situations. Not a very good planner. And so I'd say I probably have fallen for it, and I've probably fallen for you along with that. So leave the door open.
Classic. It works every time. If you guys are actually out there, do not try that one. You will definitely have the police called on you.
More do not fall for that one.
Now, this is the final one, and I feel like this one has probably the highest success rate of all time for me. I don't mean to brag, but I got 6.2 in the beep test once.
That's not a good score. That's not a good score. Leave the door open and I'll cook you up a nice Caesar salad.
You have one job.
Sorry, it must
Okay, we'll just start again then.
it must be the jet lag.
So that would work?
Yes, that would
Yeah,
work.
that'd work. Yeah, 100%.
I just feel sorry for you. That you managed to brag to me making 6.2.
It's a great score.
I don't know
Or
if
a good score?
That's a good score. I don't think that would... I think my lowest score would have been like 9.
Basically, what...
Sorry, you're athletic.
Yeah,
You
but
call
here's-
Jake not athletic?
If his score was 6, he's clearly not as athletic because you two need to go, that's a bad score.
Was your
I
best
got
score
a
actually
9.
6 on the beep test?
No.
What was your best score on the beep test?
I don't know, probably somewhere near high 8s, early 9s.
That's a good score. If you told me that you got a high 8, early 9 score, on
Yeah,
the
but
beep
that's
test,
like...
I'd be
that,
betting
but
you.
that actually is bragging.
But I know that you had the cardiovascular endurance to go 7 rounds with me.
Actually remember, so now after this, I'm going to make you two do the beep test.
I can remember exactly what my best score is on the beep test because I didn't do it that long ago. I did it in year 11.
Then you can do it today.
No, I can't. I just got back from vacation.
It'll be dark outside by the time we're done.
Yeah, no. Oh, next week. Next week. We'll do it on pod, so all you guys hear is beep. Be a good pod.
Yeah, so... But that one, if you say 6.2, sort of middle of the pack, it basically says, I'm not going to make you do all the work, but I'm not going to be the best you ever had. And it says, I'm going to be like a good comparison.
You're not trying to brag. You said that at the start. You said, I'm not trying to brag.
I'm going to be a good comparison stat.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it. No, I like it. So, open.
Yeah.
I'm open for business.
Yeah. But not too much, because I won't be able to last.
Yes. No, that's okay. We'll go slow.
There you go.
2 hands for beginners. That's what they say.
Why do you have to add that? That's just disgusting. Oh, that's revolting. You just say the weirdest shit ever.
Guys, I just got back from holiday.
Isn't that right, Gemma? He's just... I wasn't even talking about
I've
that.
got a Marty.
Gross shit, dude. Yeah.
I've got a Marty's media meltdown this week. We got a lot of headlines, and it's a good one. Well, you guys need to know what happened in the world this week, and I would know. I've been going literally across seas to get this information. Jake couldn't get this information if he tried, so we're going to give it to you. So first up, we're not going to go too much into it.
You gonna take that?
I probably will. You'd be surprised what I can take.
So first thing that happened was Donald Trump got elected. Don't need to go too much into it.
Yeah, information I can't get a hold of.
Yeah,
Bitch, please.
you couldn't get a hold of that information. You don't know what's going on, and you're just so fixated on.
I do
You're such
know.
a patriot to Australia. You
I
don't
know.
even. You're,
Kamala said they may have won this battle, but they did not win the war.
No, what Kamala said was, "You just fell out a coconut tree." That's what Kamala said. So yeah, actually don't want to go too much into that, but I did want to say it on the pod because we spoke about the election upcoming way back when. Next was Sabrina Carpenter got a new boyfriend. Maybe. We don't know.
Oh, that actually reminds me of something.
So at Sabrina Carpenter's concert, one of her concerts, she found one of the guys in the audience that she fancied, and she called him out for it. She said, "You're handsome," something along those lines. And apparently they linked up after the concert.
Ooh.
That's what the rumor is. That's what the rumor mill's been feeding me. And so watch the space, people, because that could have been Jake. I didn't actually get to see him. He didn't look like Jake because I did actually get to see him, but we don't know. So just watch that space, people.
I just want to bring this to you actually because I was going to get a tattoo while you're away,
I was going to get a tattoo while I was away.
but I thought I want to get a matching tattoo with you, and I was thinking right here, Sabrina Carpenter.
Just Sabrina Carpenter's
Yep.
name. I'm going to have to think about that.
Would you allow him to get it? Really? What about
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega?
Tate McRae.
Wednesday.
I Hate Mondays.
Can we actually get that one?
Woof. I Hate Mondays. Okay, we'll get I Hate Mondays.
Mondays, am I right? I just stepped in a massive...
That's good.
Why do we have to get it on? Why do we have to get it on the cum
Because,
gutter?
okay, it's fine for Gemma.
That's what it's called, a cum gutter, is it not?
No.
People.
But okay, but
I swear that's like an Urban Dictionary definition
it wouldn't be
of
that
that
bad for
area.
you because you've got Gemma. But imagine I'm getting busy with a girl and I pull down my pants and we're getting into it and she just reads.
Wait, you got to give me a second to imagine you getting busy with a girl.
Okay.
That's a tough one. Okay, I've tried to draw it up.
Okay. And then I pull down my pants and she just reads Mondays, am I right? Oh my goodness. That would be the best moment of my whole life. Because right now it would be to cover up something else.
What is there?
It's just a little one and it's got an arrow going up and an arrow going down and it says in the middle 2-seater.
What the fuck? Alright, next is
But the arrow on the top is a little bit bigger. I think the tattoo artist messed it up, but it kind of shows where my priorities are at.
Shut up.
China have made flying cars.
You know, actually, I heard...
You know, as the co-host of this podcast,
Yeah.
when I say something and I'm expecting a response, you're meant to give me a
Well,
response.
I was about to give you a response.
Okay.
I actually heard they used to make flying cars, but they never really took off.
Next, John Krasinski was Sexiest Man Alive. I feel like I got snubbed. I'm not going to lie to you.
I feel like if you actually looked over at the second page, there was the runners-up list. Jake, Henry Cavill, Marty.
Henry always beats me.
He
always
gets
beats
you
me
every year.
Every year. And I think he's already been named one. Maybe not. I don't know. He should be named one if he hasn't.
Okay, zip his pants up when you're done, alright?
Costco guys' team is massive now. This is just something I noticed throughout the week. Have you seen their team?
No.
They got Big AJ. They got Big Justice. They got the Rizzler. They got Cousin Angelo. They got the mom, the sister. I don't know what their names are.
I
They got
don't know what the mom's
Rizzler's
name
dad.
is. Ashley Justice?
Ashley Justice. They got Rizzler's dad. They got like 4 or 5 other guys.
Yeah. On the topic of the Rizzler's real name got leaked by Big Justice.
Yeah, Christian.
Yeah, Christian. And Big Justice was going to murder him.
No,
I mean,
Rizzler,
gonna murder
Big Justice got to move out of the country.
Yeah, he's
That's what I'm
missing.
thinking.
He's missing.
I wouldn't want to fuck with the Rizzler. He's scary.
No, I actually saw a video this week of the Rizzler probably about 5-10 years ago. Probably not 10 years ago because he would have been a
I
baby.
think he's 7, so it might have been 5 years ago.
Yeah, it might have been 5 years ago, but he was really little. He was like in his high chair and he was ordering his first hit. He was like... he actually did. It was awesome. but he like did it real dramatic. He was like...
Off with their head. All right. Oh, and a couple got married in Bunnings this week.
I saw that.
Yeah, very cool.
I think they got engaged, didn't they?
What would you think of that? If I proposed? Oh no, he didn't propose in.
Oh,
no, he
got-
proposed in Bunnings.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
proposed in Bunnings. It's like the place they love for Bunnings. They're big Bunnings family. Like me and Gemma will definitely be. I'll definitely propose to Gemma at like Big W. We go there all the time. We love Big. I'm sorry. We got.
I'm
yeah.
going to propose to my girlfriend next to my favorite bin in.
Well,
next to
me and
Hungry
Gemma will
Jack's.
probably actually. I'll probably propose to her on pod.
I got a favorite Hungry Jacks, and I got a. I got.
I'll say no.
And if she's not here, she'll see it in a week's time.
Yeah.
So that'll be alright.
You got to actually. Okay, actually, good idea. Next time, I do a solo pod, or like when you're proposing, I'll do a solo pod, and you call up. You like call up, hey, can I get a request? I want to request a song. I want to propose to my girlfriend, and I play "Marry Me" by Jason Derulo.
Why are we requesting a song? We're not a radio.
And then I play that
station.
song, and you put it on in the car, and when it comes on in the car, you propose to Gemma. Yeah.
So I'd have to do this a week in advance. Why couldn't?
I want him to propose to me in the car.
Well, it doesn't have to be in the car.
Because
it can
the
be-
car's gonna have.
But okay, would
the
you
car's
prefer
gonna have
the speakers? But would you prefer? Would you prefer?
the car's gonna have Gracie Abrams in the back. But we're
Yeah.
gonna be listening to "Marry Me" by Jason Derulo.
Okay. Here's a would you rather. Would you rather him propose to you in the car, or would you rather him have the Jake and Marty podcast in a boombox on his shoulder and propose to you with the other hand?
Would you rather me propose to you on pod or not propose at all?
Not propose at all.
There you go, guys. Watch out.
What about?
You never know
What about
when they're
you?
gonna break your heart. No, I'm joking. And then the last thing I want to talk about was the AFL rebrands. We don't usually do much sporting stuff, but did you guys see the AFL rebrands? I probably should have got some photos.
No.
That would have been smart. St Kilda, Gold Coast, and Adelaide all rebranded. Adelaide's I don't mind. It's like their old logo. St Kilda's is literally the exact same. I couldn't even tell you which one was the old one, which one was the new one. And Gold Coast is like rogue as.
Yeah.
It's like a cool little design where you can see the G, you can see the C. It's like meant to be like a sunset all like inside of a football, but it's all like line and like really symbolized.
Yeah.
But their jerseys are just plain red and the logo's red.
Oh.
But it's like a gradient red.
Yeah.
But the gradient that they start with is what they've used for the logo. So by the time you're getting down to the middle chest, you can kind of see the logo, but only if you squint real high. It's like one of those you know those colorblind tests with the numbers in them. It's like one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It's not great. I don't
Yeah,
like
not
it.
my preference. That was all I have for Marty's media meltdown. I actually thought I had more. I think I liked a bunch of stuff on TikTok, but we don't have internet in here, so maybe next week.
Yeah. Flamingo. Now this one.
Hey.
Last time.
Hey.
Oh.
Pink like a flamingo.
Pink like a flamingo. Last time we tried this, we did the spill the tea messages. Like spill the tea flamingo things.
Oh yeah.
This time, we're going to try a little differently. For some reason, it's not loading, which isn't great. I might need to go outside to get it to load. Because I didn't know I needed internet.
You should save the videos next time.
I should save the videos.
No, we can pause it and do an I think we're about to hit 30 anyway.
Yeah, we are.
So we can pause it and do a little intermission. Hopefully I have enough space on my laptop. I should do.
This next segment is called Flamingo. It's an app that I found, and it's got a bunch of questions on it. One of them is like deep questions. We're not getting into that. Another one is couple questions. Who knows? The last one is spill the tea. Last time we did spill the tea. This time we're going to do couples. I've chosen ones that are, I think, the less romantic of the questions. Because Marty and I are not romantically involved. We've never kissed. And so I'm not going to ask questions like what was the first time you wanted to kiss me, or the other sort of stupid questions I got in there. Don't know who would ask that. Probably couples. But, and I think I know your answer to the last one.
Okay.
But I want to see what you say, because I think once I say what I think you would say, you'll change your mind.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay. So, what's the first thing you noticed about me? That I was good at
ooh.
Siege?
Probably that you were good at Siege. No, first thing I noticed about it, I don't even know. That was a long time ago because I knew you a long time before we were friends. Probably the first thing I noticed was like, okay, you've just hit high school, kid. All right, this is the big leagues now. You've got to do well here. I failed at all of this, but this was the mindset. Go in, just freaking be the coolest kid ever. Everyone will want to be your friend. You're actually a mad dog, so it doesn't matter. And then when I saw you, I was like, okay, check one, stay away from him. No, I'm joking. I don't actually know what the probably I don't know.
Yeah, that I was good at Siege.
Probably that you were good at Siege.
Yeah, it was kind of sad, but
No, you were funny. No, I would say you were funny. You've made me laugh from day one, so you were funny. It was probably that.
yes.
Yeah.
What would a day of completely spoiling me look like?
Ooh, okay. So you're saying I have like I've got funds. Like I've got
Yeah,
good
you've got
money.
good funds.
So I've been given, Mr. Beast has given me a good amount of money.
Yeah,
And he said,
you were
"Gosh,"
like his 10,000th subscriber or something.
yeah, and he's like, but you've got to spoil Jake.
Yeah.
For a day. Okay, so first up, we'd wake up in different beds in different houses. I'm
yeah,
assuming.
obviously.
And so we'd meet up at Leisure Link.
Yes.
We'd go there and we'd hit the water slides
Yes.
off rip. We'd go water slides, morning swim, freshen up, feel good. After that, we'd hit the cafe at Leisure.
Now, can I just clear this up? You say morning swim. Are you actually going to get up early for this one?
This is probably about 11 o'clock in the afternoon.
In the afternoon?
Sorry, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll push it back an hour because travel time. So 12 o'clock, we're hitting the water slides.
Okay, cool.
Leisure Link, because I'm going to spoil you with a sleep in.
Yeah.
Then we're going to hit the cafe at Leisure Link about an hour later. We're looking at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we're going to I'm going to get us both a Blue Heaven milkshake. They do really good Blue Heaven milkshakes there. And so we're both going to get a Blue Heaven milkshake and you can get a snack as well. From Leisure Link, we're going to go across the pond and we're going to go to Warren Ponds and we're just going to go on a shopping spree.
Yes.
You can buy whatever you want. After we're done, we're probably going to be hungry again.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to go hit the sushi bar and Boost Juice. It's my
Yes.
go-to. And so we're getting sushi, Boost Juice. From Warren Ponds, we're going to Reading Cinemas and I'm going to go watch a really good movie and I'm going to put you in a PG-13 one because I don't want you to be up at night.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to go watch 2 different movies. Then we're going to leave Reading Cinemas and we're going to go... where do we go after Warm Ponds and Reading Cinemas?
We could go to Gami.
No, then we're going to go to the
Chicken and beer.
local... Yeah, we can go there instead of
Yeah.
sushi maybe.
No. Sushi.
We'll go there after the movies then. And we'll get some robots to deliver us just heaps of beers. So we're just fully drunk. And I know what's going to come after that is you're going to get the Zoomies.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go to the local footy oval and I'm just going to let you run. That's going to take a good 4 hours. So now we're looking at night time. It's starting to get dark. And then I reckon we go to Time Zone. We know that Jake loves Time Zone.
Yep.
It's his place to be. And we're just going to hit Time Zone. We're just going to go crazy.
Yeah.
But I also know, although we had a sleep in, Jake likes to he's an early riser and he's early in bed. So at this time we're looking, it's probably about 9 o'clock by now. So after that, we're going to go home. I'm going to get us each a Chocky Sunday. Or a Sunday of your choice. I'm going to drive you home. I'm going to drop you off. I'm going to walk you in. Read the vibe. Has he closed the door or has he left it open?
Is the cold air getting
Is the
out?
cold air- If he's left it open, I'm going to say, hey, you're letting all the cold air in. If he's closed it, I'm going to say, that was kind of rude.
Yeah.
And so then we're going to go our separate ways. That's what a day would look like.
Just skipping back, you will find this out when you listen to the podcast because you will be listening to the podcast I did by myself.
Okay.
But I thought, because I did a segment where I basically just said nice things about you because I don't like saying it to your face.
Okay, that's nice. It's actually quite nice. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, there was like sort of nice things.
Oh, okay, half.
But I don't think you know this about me. The first time I ever had sushi was with you.
Really? When?
Yeah. When I
When
just
you were wearing
got
the
my
Christmas
license.
sweater.
Yeah.
You were like 18.
Yeah, I was, but I've never had it because I thought it would be disgusting because it had seaweed on it,
You
and I
haven't
thought
said anything
doesn't-
about it.
I thought it doesn't feel good to stand on, so it probably doesn't feel good
Doesn't
to
feel good
eat.
to stand on. No, this is a good thought. It's a good thought process.
And then everything was closed, so you're like, oh, let's get sushi because that's open, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, and then I just copied exactly what you got, and I liked it.
Hey, there you go. That's so crazy to me that
Yeah.
A, you hadn't had sushi, and B, didn't think to say, I don't like sushi. Oh, I suppose you hadn't had it yet, so
Yeah.
you're open-minded.
Yeah. Next one. What's the first thing you told your friends about me?
Didn't have many. No, I don't know. It was probably like, and actually, I couldn't think of a funny answer. So the actual answer was probably like, "Oh, that's Jake. I like him. He's funny. Play Siege with him. We get along all right."
Thank you.
Last night on Siege, Jake and I won, and we were
It could have been that, actually.
Yeah,
it
that
actually
sounds
could have been
more
that.
realistic.
No, it actually probably was. You actually might have hit the money on the head there. It probably would have been something like, I'm so good at Siege, me and Jacob play all the time, and
Yeah.
I probably was pretty open in saying, like, I got carried to, like, Platt or whatever it was.
What's the dumbest thing you've seen me do?
Because you also got to understand about something. You also got to understand about that is we, like, met during COVID as well a bit. It might have been a bit before.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was far before, because that's...
No, we weren't friends until COVID.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so, like, it's not that I was exactly going from PlayStation party to PlayStation party just yapping about you.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
no, particularly. I get that. What's the dumbest thing you've seen me do? I want your answer, and then Gemma wants to put her input in, because I'm kind of curious what I want to know.
Can you go first? I don't know, but there has to be a good one.
You dumb shit.
Yeah, I know, but I can't think of anything. Can I have a handbook? Can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
No, I already gonna say mine. Mine isn't gonna be what you would say yours is.
I don't know what I would even say mine is. And this is not trying to say you don't do dumb stuff, because you do plenty of dumb stuff. I would say, like, I can't think of an exact example, but, like, it would have to be, like, when we're out and about and you've, like, said something to someone and I'm like, oh my fucking God. You know what I mean? Because you're just so, like... so... like, you just put yourself out there, which is good, but there's definitely been certain times where I'm like, what the fuck?
Like when I was yelling at those girls that you say were pretending to flirt with me and ask for my number, and I just yelled at them, "Sorry, I'm gay."
Could have been that.
Yeah.
Could have been that. I don't know. You have to come back to me. I actually
Yeah.
can't think of one, but I know there's got to be a good one.
It can't be left on the pod.
Is he?
Actually, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I got one more segment for us. It was meant to be a bit longer, maybe, but maybe next time. But I have a could be the move for this week.
Yeah.
This might could be the move, and this happened. This was what I call a stroke of fate. You know, the world works in mysterious ways, but I discovered something about myself that I don't
Is this
actually know.
related to the video that you showed me before?
No.
Stroke of fate.
No, that's a different stroke of fate. What I'm talking about is it could be the move. So to give yourself a bit of context, so me and Gemma went to Thailand together. I've said it many times throughout the podcast, as if you guys haven't picked up on it. While we were there, we had to get new SIM cards for our phone.
Yeah.
And so we did so, and we put out both our SIM cards together in a little plastic baggie, and we put them away. When we got back to Australia, we couldn't for the life of us find them. But we were in the thing, and I ripped everything out of my bag and couldn't find it. Ended up finding them a couple of days later when I was fully unpacking back at home.
Yeah.
However,
When you were fully unpacking.
yeah, I was fully unpacking. No,
Fully
I just found them. And so when we got back home for the first it was a bit longer for Gemma because I found them up at mine and I had to bring it
Yeah.
back down. She literally only got hers back today,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And I got mine back about 3 days after we got home. So usually it was fine because if you connect to Wi-Fi, you can still talk on most platforms. However, there was a good day that I was like, the day we got home, we were like moving from place to place, and then I had to drive down from Melbourne, from the airport, drop her off, and then drive back up to Melbourne to
Yeah.
go home. And what I'd realised throughout that day is I was like, I haven't heard my phone ping once because I haven't had any connection to anything all day. And it opened my mind to the idea of, which is my could be the move this week, just a do not disturb day.
Yeah.
And I think that everyone owes it to themselves one day a year to do a do not disturb day. And when I say do not disturb day, I mean you're not, like, go on your phone or whatever if you really want. I know we all have a bit of a phone addiction now, and if you don't, you're lying about it. But I mean, like, all your notifications, all your contact with people, you know, contact with people in the real world, still see people, still talk to people, still be with people, but digitally, just tune out from that. I'm talking work, I'm talking loved ones, I'm talking everything. Just for one day, dedicate it to yourself, to be in the real world, and to be around, and to be physically around the people you love, or to be completely alone if that's your preference. And I think that could go a long way. I think that the world isn't going to burn down after one day of people not being able to contact you. I put that in quotation marks because they can contact you, they just can't digitally contact you. Go back into the old days and do it. I think it's a form of self-love. Because I really found it relaxing for a little bit. I couldn't listen to. I downloaded one podcast, our podcast, to listen to in the car. By the time I was still like 40 minutes out at home by the time that finished, and so I just sat in silence for 40 minutes. I didn't even turn on the radio, and it was great.
I actually bought something while you were away. I might have bought it before you left, but it came while you were away. And it's a thing that these two college students made in America, which basically you have an app on your phone and you can choose what apps you want to keep available.
Yeah.
You can choose which ones you want to block. And it's like a physical, it's called Brick. You tap it, so I have it in my car and I'll tap it before I go to work and it'll lock everything on my phone apart from like messages and any way that my boss needs to contact me throughout the day. And then I didn't have it on today. But or whenever I did.
You just have it on sometimes. That's okay.
Yeah.
You can say that.
But I'll tap it and then it locks everything, and then I don't have to be on my phone at all. Like even I open my phone and I can't bypass it or anything until you tap it again.
That's good.
So if you lose it, you're kind of fucked. But it's been really good.
I think that's a really good. I think that's a could be the move. Just have a day where you're not even really going ghost, because as I said, you can still talk to people. Like I'll still talk to Gemma, I'll still talk to you, I'll still talk when I see you. But it's like one day next year I might just be like, hey guys, tomorrow I'm doing do not disturb, and that's okay because it's for me. It's like, I don't want to be having to check my phone. I mean, this is going to sound pretty ironic because I do not check my messages enough as it is, and I never respond to messages. So I'm trying to bring people to the light. I'm like the Messiah over here. I'm saying it's good life. Get around to people.
One thing I love about this is that, because like sometimes if I'm pissed off at the people who I'm working with and it comes to lunchtime, I'm just going to sit in my truck, or I'm just going to sit by myself and I'm just going to be on my phone and talking to people there because I do not want to talk to them. And it happened the other day. I was really pissed off at the people I was working with, and I went to go on my phone and I couldn't. I was like, oh fuck, well I guess I have to talk to them. And we built a bridge and we got over it.
But this is what I'm trying to say to people. What is the worst thing that can happen in one day if you just don't respond to anyone? What is the worst thing? I mean, Gemma said it before that she'll
zombie apocalypse and you don't know about it.
You seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah.
He survived. He didn't know about it.
Yeah, but he had a girlfriend. It's different.
I have a girlfriend.
I don't.
Well, unlucky, mate.
Yeah, true. His friend does get turned into a zombie.
Yeah.
His friend that's single.
Spoiler alert.
I also have a tick this week, just to round out the pod, which wasn't on the schedule.
Oh, self-love day. Oh, turn your phone off. Self-love. But this is what fucking pissed me off.
This really pissed me off. And I'm declaring war. You know, Australia... Australia have had a war previously with, I think it was emus. Did we have a war against the emus? Yeah. I'm declaring war from Australia to finally conquer our biggest national predator, which is the spider.
I don't really care for him.
I hate him. And what happened to me this week was unforgivable. This is the equivalent, if we put it in a real world perspective, of Putin sending a nuclear bomb straight over to Kansas City. You know what I mean? So I got home from being away. Mum and Dad, or whoever it was, maybe just Mum, maybe just Dad, had very kindly washed my car for me while I was away. Very kind. And after they washed my car, they put it outside in the Australian outback to sit there and collect dust, I guess. So I drove home, all business as usual. First day back at work, I go in, still business as usual. I come out after a long day of work and I sit down. It's been a hot day, so the car's a bit hot. I sit down, I turn the car on and I put the window down and I look up, and what do I see in front of me? This big fuck off huntsman, like one of the biggest ones I've ever seen, big hairy legs, running 10-4 straight at my face from the dashboard. It had been sunbaking on my thing. I freak out, jump out of the car. I squealed a little bit.
Fair enough.
And then I'm looking for, I go inside, I grab the bug spray from work, I come back out, it's gone. It's disappeared. And it had crawled, last time I saw it, it was on my steering wheel.
Yeah.
So it could be anywhere now. I'm freaking out. And so I gas out the car. Wait, you gotta let me finish. I gas out the car and think, it took me a good half hour to work up the courage to go back in there. And I drove home with my legs up on my seat, with one leg down, pedaling every now and then. And so I'm like, okay, freaking out. 2 days go past. And every time I'm getting in my car, I'm doing a full spot check. 2 days go past and I'm like, okay, this thing hasn't shown up again. It's probably done for. And so I go into work on the last day of work, Monday, and I go in, I parked my car in that same spot again. And I go in, do my day of work, and I come out and I'm thinking as I'm walking the car, I'm like, okay, when do I cut my losses here? At some point I got to stop checking with this spider, otherwise it's going to be a rough life. Do I stop now or do I do one more day of checking? Because I checked in the morning, wasn't there. I decided, okay, I'll do one more check. I'll finish off the day checking. If it doesn't pop up again, we'll just have to live knowing there's either a spider in my car or there isn't. That one last check, I'm thankful I did, because there he was again, this time in the passenger seat trying to ride passenger princess. Not acceptable. That's for my girlfriend. And so he's sitting up, like right underneath the glove box.
Yeah.
And I go, and by the way, I've been carrying this bug spray that's from work.
Yeah.
It's still in there. It's in my cup holder. Because I'm like, if I'm driving and I see this guy, I'm going to have to kill him. I got to take my shot. And so I'm slowly reaching over the cup holder. And then as soon as I touch the bug spray, as soon as it touches my finger, this guy legs it back up underneath the glove box into into the center console, like where all the electrics are. Grab the bug spray, gas the shit out of it. He's gone. Still haven't seen him since. He could be dead. He hasn't shown up.
My dad had a similar thing. He only with a snake. He had a snake living in his engine bay.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And then one day, like, he was like, came out to the car, and it was like just sitting under the car, and he like freaked out and he called animal control or whatever. They came, they couldn't find it, and then they checked in the engine bay, and it was sitting there, curled up around the engine.
Doesn't it get fucked? Wouldn't it die if he started driving anyway?
It would get hot.
Bro, it'd burn if it was curled up around the engine.
I love that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, fucking, you'd have a wet dream about a sauna.
But no, like, spiders don't really freak me out.
The funny thing about the snake there is one of the places I was checking for the spider is I was flipping down the sun visors just in case, because I was like, ugh. And I heard a story on the Alpha Blokes podcast. I don't know if you know them, fellow Australian podcasters. I don't know if it was a guy I think it might have been a guy that called in and said that he once was sitting in his ute, and he'd flipped down the sun visor, and there was a snake that was sitting in the sun visor, and it just dropped into his lap. And I was like, how the fuck does that even? How does a snake get up there?
Climb it, probably.
Well, fucking how?
Just arms and legs.
Fair enough. Didn't think of that. But yeah, do you not think that spider is fully trying to declare war?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
He just pops out, scares me, and then goes back away.
Here's the thing. I think you've scared him. And here's why I say that. I was listening to a few old... I was working by myself on Monday. So I was just going through. I was just listening to podcasts all day. Some of our old ones. I think I listened to episode 5, maybe? Somewhere around there. Here's the deal. Or maybe it was one of them. We talked about a spider, arms and legs up, chasing after us for an autograph. And I think he was running, trying to get yours, and you scared him off because you freaked out.
Does that make me racist? Speciesist, maybe.
Speciesist, yeah. But his, it's...
I didn't think of it. To be fair, I didn't think of it like that till just now. And he might have been he might have finally, after 2 days, worked up enough courage to come back out and wait for me. And he might have been seeing me lean over. He's like, maybe he's grabbing a pen. And then he sees me grab the bug spray and he's like, oh shit. That's like when an officer watches
reaches for the gun.
That's like when an officer watches the guy and like, oh yeah, reaches for his gun. What are you gonna do? Drive away?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is something that just pissed me off right then. So I got a few cuts on my hand because I was not careful yesterday. Just like small cuts. Anyway, I got one right here on my finger and I've just been rubbing my face listening to you, Al, that just hurt again.
And you've been pricking yourself?
No, one of my facial hairs, I just got a hair splinter in the cut.
Damn.
And so I'm not happy.
Well, should we...
It just ruined the whole time.
Should we get happy and sing some Frank Martin?
Yes.
Do you have a song?
No.
Do you want to pick a song?
I might.
So on the plane back from my little trip before, me and Gemma watched a little movie called Surf's Up. And we really enjoyed it. It was a good time for us to feel like, okay, the trip's finally ending. Let's watch a banger movie that never fails to amaze. Just had me thinking while I was watching the movie, what have I got to appreciate coming home to? And this was one of those things. And so I thought I'd pick my favourite song for that movie.
I also have a story about Surf's Up. I once sat in a Hungry Jack's drive-thru with Asher from work, and we watched the first 40 minutes of Surf's Up while we waited for our food.
Really?
Yep, stuck in the middle of the drive-thru. We couldn't back out, we couldn't go forward, so we were just stuck there.
No, it's ridiculous.
And so that's just one thing. Sometimes when life gives you lemons, fucking watch Surf's Up.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. So we got a song, it's called Into Yesterday by Sugar Ray. We're going to sing that for you. Jim, do you want to join in? Oh, I had the words up on my phone. Do you know the words?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we won't even bother them.
I know the chorus.
You wanna hold it? The sky turns to a different shade of blue after the rain. My mind turns to a different point of view after the rain.